Welcome back to another episode of
What's the Miles? Episode.
Are we a podcast?
Podcast episodes feel like they go hand in hand, but I believe this is number 5. And I got some heat today, and I'll tell you
5.
what. It's 5?
Yeah.
I drink these on the regular. Alani. I go the pink slush. Only 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Only.
Make you shake.
That's 3 cups of coffee.
How are you feeling?
I thought we were going to have to make a detour.
A lot of number 2 talk in this podcast.
Yeah, we're going to skip that on today's pod, but it's aggressive.
Let's just say my guy went ahead with a McDonald's breakfast and an energy drink. So I'm
2 egg
concerned.
McMuffins is a good, healthy, hearty breakfast.
Okay, I don't know. Well,
First step is update on the technology.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe almost lost his finger because he had to shave down
bleeding
our mount, but we're no longer using blue painter's tape.
Yep, we've got a mount, and it works, and we are legitimately a production podcast.
Yeah.
High production podcast.
Lighting might look a little better because we have more sunlight coming in now, but a 5 below ring light is in the near future, I think.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2. Yeah, probably 2.
Yeah, ball out.
We just get like those garage like spotlights.
Yeah.
I've actually seen these TikToks and Instagrams of these lights. They're like probably 2 feet long and about a foot wide LED lights that you like, I don't know, attach to a shop.
Oh, yeah?
But they're like huge.
Yeah, we'll just get 4 of them.
4 of those, yeah.
Yeah. I want people to be able to see inside my nose on this podcast.
Ooh, nosy.
All
Okay,
right.
I got some heat for today. And the first thing, we'll actually do something automotive today since, it's kind of an automotive podcast.
It's supposed to be.
So I'm sure people listening, if they do follow along on Bring a Trailer, Cars and Bid, there's been some Cayenne stir.
Yes. And
Cayenne prices stir. And I have all the information with me here.
I haven't looked at any of it.
Okay.
So I'm curious. I know the Cars and Bids green manual Cayenne.
Yes.
I know that was like $125.
That's what I'm getting into now.
Biggest waste of money.
So there was 3 sold in the last about 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was the one you're talking about. It was a 2014 Cayenne 6-speed, 1 owner, jet green metallic, umber cream interior
Yeah.
with 82,000 miles. I looked at the
Wow.
MSRP because I was like, maybe these are fluctuating because they have different options.
Yeah.
MSRP of this car was $66,970.
Okay.
And this one sold for $70,000 on 12/8 of 25.
Now, was this BAT or was this?
These are all Cars and Bids.
Okay.
Yeah, all 3 of these.
70 is still strong.
70 is a strong
It's not
number.
125, but it's strong.
So then we hop into another 2014 6-speed. This one had 4 owners, jet green metallic with black interior. So instead of that cream. 64,600 miles. This MSRP was actually less at $64,195.
Okay.
But this sold for $125,500
Oh, whoa.
on 9/5 of 25. That's a $55,500 difference between cars.
That's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So when you look at those two, it's like, I don't know, it's odd, but
They're both selling for quite a lot of money.
Well, just so happens a third one popped up on Cars and Bits.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna follow this fucking thing along,
Yeah.
I'm into what cars are worth. We all are, but I don't know, being in the buying.
But
and
you got to
selling.
ask the question.
Yeah, I was like, well, what's the miles on this
Yeah,
unit?
of course.
So the third one, same thing. 2014 Cayenne 6-speed, 3 owners, jet green metallic with luxure beige interior, 88,200 miles, and even less MSRP of $60,395. Sold for $40,000.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bring a Trailer.
What are we doing? $85,500 difference from the Cayenne that sold for $125,500.
Yeah, I think that's a good example of 2 people who really wanted something, who had more money than sense,
Yeah.
buying a $125,000 Cayenne. Looking at BAT, those were all like relatively base specs too.
Well, the
They weren't
6 speeds
special.
only came with the NA 6-cylinder. Like they're not a turbo. I think Cayenne does GTS or whatever.
Yeah, which So Bring a Trailer had an '08 GTS 6-speed that sold for 63, and everything else in here is 40 and below. And we're talking about like 2017 Cayenne Turbo, 39.7. What do you think I'm going to spend my money on if I have to have a Cayenne? I'm going to take the Cayenne Turbo for 40. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm not a huge Cayenne guy. I think that they're neat. Here's a 16 diesel that was 36.5. Here's another GTS 08, 09 GTS 6-speed that sold for 41. I mean, you can get GTS 6-speeds for 40. Looks like somewhat reliably. Or here's a 2016 GTS auto car, 41. I mean, the new stuff. Here's a 2021 for 45.
Yeah.
Like 40,500.
I don't know. I don't understand the Cayenne market at all.
I'm not understanding that.
What we both were real big into them of potentially buying them as dailies, because before I bought the Land Cruiser, I wanted an SUV, and the Cayennes are actually designed for off-road. You got center locking diff, I believe.
Yeah, different specs will get you different things, but they're supposed to be really
dry
capable.
sump oil systems. Like, they're sick. They are, but I was like, the maintenance on it. A Porsche is still a Porsche, so I didn't really want that for a daily.
Yeah, the insurance and the maintenance, even if they are really reliable, is still going to be a whole lot more than a Toyota.
100%. Or like your GMC truck.
Which then maintenance is kind of a lot sometimes, but it's not like a Porsche.
Yeah.
You know, I think I did brake pads and rotors, paid a shop to do it for $1,500 or $1,600.
Yeah. I actually just had my brakes and rotors now, just the rear, but it was like pads, rotors installed, done in literally a day, $700. Like, yeah, sign me up.
That's not bad.
And keep in mind, you know, why don't you work on your own cars? One, I don't want to.
It's cold as shit outside.
And yeah, it's cold, so I'm not motivated to do it.
I did the brakes on this Vet by myself, and the only
whoa.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna talk about that. Okay, first off, I think it was like $1,000 of parts, just under $1,000 of parts for rotors and pads, and I did stainless steel brake lines at the same time.
Yep.
And it was actually really pretty easy to do on this car, but the pads are these little individual pucks that actually I think you could slide out of the caliper at a race.
Yeah.
And then put them back in.
Oh, wow.
Although I took the whole thing apart and did it, but
How'd it end up?
well, I had the Ugga Dugga machine. Okay.
And let's describe the environment we're working in.
I'm in a barn on a concrete floor, which is nice. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
The car is, 20 something inches in the air, because you literally have to get any chance of being under this car, it has to be at like knee level high.
Yeah, on Lincoln logs, basically.
Yeah, I put it all on Lincoln logs, and then I jack up a corner when I have to do that corner. It's a little sketchy, but it actually is, I think, pretty supportive.
And there's 2 feet before walls on either side.
Yeah, there's
of the
not
car.
a lot of room to maneuver.
You're not opening the door.
No, but I do have one of those big propane heaters, keeps things nice and warm.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I Ugga Dugga'd literally the first bolt. I had it on the wrong Ugga Dugga, and it Ugga Dugga'd the bolt the wrong way.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. But then when I finished the brakes and I put everything back together, when I went to tighten it, it went really quick from, oh, we're turning, to now we're free spinning.
Yeah, that's the
And
worst.
I then looked at it and I realized that the top of the bolt was no longer connected to the threaded portion, which was now threaded into the support for the control arm, or the support for the caliper. And so obviously, what do? You finish all the other brakes, and I put it in the trailer, and I dropped it off at the shop, and they tapped it out, no problem.
Yeah, easy as
But
that.
I also had them do the stainless steel brake lines at that point, because if I had to bring it in, might as well let them do the brake lines.
And you were about to go really fast at that event, so we kind of want to make sure of that.
Yeah, that was the week before the first roll race event. So, I figured.
And how sick is our buddy's shop that didn't they stay like late on like a Friday to like.
That was for a different.
Yeah, but still, like the shop
Yeah.
we use is so sick. Like,
Yeah, they're great guys.
we spent a lot of money there, but
Yeah.
they get it done.
They give
easy
us
to work
t-shirts.
with. We did get t-shirts. We've collectively probably spent, between when I owned my business, both of us going there, probably around $20,000. But we got t-shirts.
We got t-shirts. We got
You got
First
stickers.
class, I got stickers. First class service. So here's the podcast top tip of the day. If your automotive shop does not give you free t-shirts, you're at the wrong shop.
Yeah.
That's the hot take for the day.
I even, I've done it before. I've brought them snacks and drinks.
I brought them pizza.
Yeah. See, treat your shop nice and you'll be treated nice. Then you don't have
Yeah.
to work on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They tell you, yeah, go rip on it. And then you rip on it and then you spend more money and they give you a t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, we just complimented people. Now I'm about to fucking go in.
Are we going to talk?
Something's been bothering me for years, but it really shouldn't bother me. But why do people, whenever they get a car tinted or they're going to go get a car tinted, they say, I'm going to go get tints? That is so
Tents?
lame. Yes, I hear it all the time.
Like tents, like T-E-N-T-S?
Plural.
Or
Yeah.
tints, T-I-N-T-S.
Yes. Like, yeah, I'm going to put tents on the car.
Yeah, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to get tinted.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. It almost makes me like cringe a little bit.
Yeah, you're not getting tints.
No.
The car will be tinted.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
It's just, I don't know. It's like almost makes me think that you don't know, not that you have to know about cars to have a conversation with us, but
No, you do.
yeah, it's like,
No, I'm just kidding.
no, it's just like,
It's a little cringy, and you're thinking to yourself,
cringy. That's the word I was
this
looking
person. Oh, I got a great story. This was back in college.
for. Okay.
Speaking about cringy car people.
Yeah.
And, I was in a fraternity.
Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on Joe being a frat boy, dude. He
That's
was
not
all
why I'm going.
in.
That's not part of the story.
You were all
but
in.
it provides context. So let me finish the story.
Sigma Kigma Pi or
There
whatever.
was a girl in a sorority that was into cars.
Okay.
And so there was like a car club at the school, and so we would go occasionally, and I would go, and this girl brought her Volkswagen CC, whatever, like a 2018, like mom's car, whatever.
Okay.
And I shit you not, she opened the hood and started telling me about carburetors on her car. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up
This
at all.
ain't real.
This is
This
a
ain't real.
2018 Volkswagen
This ain't real.
CC or something like
You
that.
swear on
and
this.
I'm not joking. I was with two other guys, and I remember,
750 double pumper.
yeah, exactly, some wall burls. Anyways, I remember making this weird eye contact with the two of them, like who's gonna, because she was pretty, and the
Okay.
three of us just mutually agreed, shut the fuck up, cool carburetors. You want to go get a drink? That's how that went. And I don't think anything ever came from that. But I remember thinking to myself, that was probably one of the single most cringy automotive experiences I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
This was a decade ago almost now. And I still vividly remember thinking, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can't think of a certain example, but I don't like when people super fluctuate like horsepower numbers on a car I know does not make that power. Like they got intake, exhaust, and a tune, and it's like, yeah. Or when people say it's pushing 500. What do you mean
Pushing
that's
500.
fucking pushing?
You ain't pushing anything at 500 horsepower, okay? Like you're literally just gonna slowly climb through the RPMs.
If
No
anything,
offense.
yeah, chill out. If anything, especially with this car, I almost don't even like talking about it because if I say yes, it's a Pro Charge Mustang, people are like, man, I bet you that-
700, 800.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's just a small Pro Charger. It doesn't do anything. It makes more
Yeah.
noise than any. Like I don't even like
Yeah,
to talk
so you're
about it.
faking it. You have the clout noise without anything to back it up.
Chill out, bro. The car
saying.
made 260 to the crank stock. She's pushing big numbers now.
Yeah. You actually probably are approaching double crank. Probably like 480 crank,
Yeah.
470.
I mean, the car made, apparently, this was years ago, the car made 398 probably back in 2014.
So we'll call it 350 wheel. She's tired.
I don't think she's tired. It's fresh motor.
That burnout video says otherwise.
No, what are you talking
The
about?
burnout video that you posted on TikTok yesterday,
Yeah.
smacking the rev limiter, she liked that.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
not
yeah,
tired.
Yeah. No, she ain't tired.
She's hitting her second wind right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think.
We both turned 30 here recently, so you know. Oh, speaking of just turning 30, I left this here so the people that are watching could see.
You're going to have to describe it.
But yeah, I'll describe it for our listeners. But birthday was the other day. Joe. So I always talk about. I've even talked about on this pod how I'm going to do this to the car. I need to do this. I've been talking about these hood pins since I bought the car in I believe March or April. I bought it.
Yeah, it's kind of pathetic actually.
And Joe hooked it up with the Aero Catch hood releases. I don't know
I don't know,
what.
what does it say on the box?
Performance panel fastener.
Okay, that doesn't really help. They're hood release pins.
Yeah, because
thing.
right now, back in probably '08, previous owner put hood pins on.
Yeah, like it's a 67 Dodge Charger.
And, I don't totally hate them.
I do.
What
Just so
I'm
we're
saying
clear.
is it's not the worst thing that could be on the car.
That's a fact.
You
It
know?
could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
I could go in on other options.
But super stoked on this to finally, the car will look more modern. It won't stick out. And yeah, so fired up for these.
That's at least that aerodynamic wise probably gives you about a horsepower too.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know if the pictures really show it, but the car actually does have a pretty big cowl on it for what it is.
Yeah, it does.
So these will look good with that. So I'm fired up for that. I don't know how that came up. I wasn't even.
I don't know, but the shop is about to make some more money off you.
Yeah, I'm not installing those, brother. Okay.
What did you say to the guy earlier? Holder, you can make.
Oh, I can't fix a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell everybody that all the time.
Should be staying away from cars.
When I used to own my delership, I made sure the vehicle, like whenever I bought them, I'd make sure they were ready to go because I didn't want a project. But let's say a customer came and they'd be like, yeah, I just hear like a slight noise from the front end on the left side. I'd be like, I'm not sure it went through Virginia State inspection. I had my shop check it out. They didn't notice anything, but I also can't fix a sandwich, so I'm not your guy there.
Yeah.
Totally shut that down. We're not talking about that no more.
Yeah.
You know?
Conversation's over. Either give me the money or don't.
That's right. All right, next thing to fire me up. You actually brought this up a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Stop calling a convertible a cabriolet.
No, I don't
And
like
I'm
that.
a Porsche guy.
I don't
I
like
like
that.
Porsches. But what are we doing?
You know, cab is slightly better, but you either have a car
I like vert.
or vert.
Yeah.
And I think that stems mostly from people talking about the 0304 Cobras. Because everyone would talk about you got the Cobra vert.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what stuck, and now that's what I use.
Yeah.
I wonder what other people think, but I just don't like the term cabriolet, like it's 1940.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Because we even refer to my '02 Mustang that I had as, like, you'll be like, yeah, your vert had this. Or
Yes.
you'll be like, you're a vert guy.
Yeah, vert guys.
Honestly, if I bought a 0304 Cobra convertible vert, I'd call it the cabriolet.
Put it on a license plate.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Okay, what do you think about like a Rolls or a Bentley? Can they be called cabs? Because they're a cabriolet is luxury, and those are luxury cars. I don't think you have a Rolls.
Oh, if
Royce
I got a
vert.
Rolls or a Bentley, I'm calling it a drop top.
Yes, that's right. With the teak boards on top.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen those Rolls Royces?
Uh-uh.
The drop top goes down, and the panel that comes over top will be like polished teak, like a boat.
Shut up.
So tight. This is like 14, 15 Phantoms. I
Like
think.
along like the back, like to cover all this stuff?
Yeah, it'll look like the back of a
Oh,
boat.
that also
Oh,
super bothers
so
me.
cool.
Whenever like people have vert Mustangs, or maybe they even do it with vets, and they got like the speed panel on the
I don't
back.
like that. You know, I'm glad you brought that up, since we're just going in on people saying weird things and talking about weird mods.
Yeah.
Twice now I've seen there's two C8 Corvettes that go to the Cars and Coffees that we go to. Mm-hmm. One guy has a white Z06 or an E-Ray, and he gets to Katie's
Oh,
early,
bro.
and he grabs, I'm 100% grabs his electric polisher with a big wool circle on it.
And ladies and
he
gentlemen, we're
polishes-
talking 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m. in the morning, polishing his car in the parking lot for Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I will have driven my car on a dirt road, and the tires are still have dirt on the
Yeah.
sidewall, rolling into Cars and Coffee. The whole back end's dirty. I don't care. If I
Yeah.
clean it, great. But this dude's polishing.
Yeah.
The other one this one drives me even more nuts. I think that guy's just weird.
Yeah.
You know, like he should probably seek therapy at some point soon. The other one really actually does kind of
The
piss
red
me
car?
off. No, maybe.
Maybe
I don't
it's
think
red,
it's
I
red.
don't know.
It's another C8 Corvette.
Talking with like the
runners?
lights.
Well, he has lights in his engine bay.
Yeah.
But he has fake velocity stacks.
Yes.
Like a plastic velocity stack
Yeah,
on
I
top of
know
his
that.
intake manifold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, first off, this is so far off. One, this is a fuel injected car.
Yeah.
You don't
and
have
everybody
velocity
knows,
stacks.
Everybody knows it's a fuel.
Everyone knows that. You've put fake fake velocity stacks that are just a cover to look cool. And that is just, there's the people who like fake badge, they take their non-Cobra and they put Cobra badges on it. That's obviously unacceptable.
That's a sensitive subject of Cobra
It's
parts
just a
on regular
bumper.
car.
It's fine.
Yeah,
You're
leave me
not
alone.
claiming that it's a Cobra.
No, but I am sometimes thinking whenever I first pull into a Cars and Coffee, somebody's like, oh, there's a S95 Cobra. And then I
Yeah.
pass by and they're like, no, it's not.
And they're like,
Anyways,
yeah. So it just drives me nuts because there's the faux badging. That's a
Yeah.
problem. But
You
then you
can't faux
take
badge.
you take it to a whole nother step, and you try to make your $100,000, $80,000 C8 Corvette have fake velocity stacks.
you know what we should do?
No, whatever you're thinking, I don't want.
This would
do
be
it.
super expensive, and I don't know how you would do it. Or maybe you could find like a model, but we find a model like plastic LS because like they use those for like mock-ups
Yeah.
in cars. And maybe we just, I don't know how we would do it, but basically we put it in the trunk of your car and make it look like a rear engine vet.
Yeah.
You pull up and you
Yeah.
pop that trunk.
What's up?
Yeah, let the people know.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Where's the oil lines?"
Don't need it wire tucked.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
There's
My gosh.
yeah.
There is some interesting car. Like, I always think about that stuff, but whether it's a weird thing like that or somebody with even a baller car we like, at the end of the day, it's what brings it all together.
Yeah,
You got to have the odd to mix with the
Yeah,
good.
I think that's an important aspect because you got to get at least a little bit of a giggle. Like the guy who fell off of his motorcycle, that
Yeah.
was pretty cringy. The cars that we just described, that's pretty cringy. You got to have some of the cringy characters as part of the whole
Yeah,
experience.
it's kind of like having winter and summer. Winter sucks, but it makes you so thankful, grateful, blessed for the summer.
Yeah, that's a decent analogy.
It wasn't
I
the greatest
honestly
one.
just really genuinely don't. I mean, I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. They might be great people,
You know what?
but I know that I don't want to speak to them
Okay, fair.
because it tells
Oh.
you something about who they are.
You guys
You know?
might think Joe is outgoing via podcast, via if you follow him on TikTok, Instagram. This guy will avoid somebody like the
Yes.
plague if he don't want to talk. He
No.
can't even fake it.
No, I just walk off.
It's so rude.
But I just don't really want to waste my time with a fake conversation. I can tell usually within 5 to 10 seconds if I'm going to be engaged in this conversation or not. More often than not, I won't be. And so then I usually just let you deal with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or
Yeah,
like
I'll
if
talk.
I got a bunch of friends just like you, Rollin, Cody, Chris,
Yeah.
who walk into those types of situations at a bar or restaurant or car thing or whatever, and I know I'm out. See ya. I'm back over in the corner by myself.
Can you tell which one's the only child here?
No, I don't think you can. I don't think. But on the flip side, our dude Big A and some of those guys.
See, you are good about, I will say, some of the coolest people that I know are from you.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Because I have very selective taste.
Yeah, the guys up north, that's a whole cool group. You are the one that
The
found
alcoholics.
those people. Yeah.
Yeah, that boy's drink.
Big A.
That's my guy.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what pisses me off about you? We had this
That you don't have chop like this in your life.
chill out.
You going through the car shows, and all you hear is and then
do feel-
everyone's staring, and you're just like,
You know what I feel like riding behind you into Cars and Coffee?
Like-
all I can think about, not that this car sits at monster truck height at all. It doesn't. It actually has a decent stance for just springs and
Yeah.
it's got a good look to it. But I feel like I'm sitting in a stock height 16-inch wheel Mustang GT with a Flowmaster catback. That I just feel like a basic loser. I will say
Yeah.
that.
which if you have one of those cars, that's okay.
No,
You're
I had
not
one.
a loser.
I literally described my car.
You
at
just called
17.
potentially some of our listeners losers.
That's my bad. I didn't
Yeah.
mean it like that. I'm just.
I'll
we're
mean
moving
it like
on.
that.
We're moving on.
Yeah, I'll mean it like that. If you got a 2-valve Mustang on Flowmasters and it's not lowered, take the exhaust off, keep it quiet until it's ready.
Yeah. Fair
Don't
enough.
make your car loud until it's ready to be loud.
That's a good call. Speaking of cars, different cars. I'm going back to what pissed me off. What you said the
Oh.
other day.
The other day, are we going to go into the Porsche thing?
Well, Porsche. You said
Porsche. You're not in Germany. You're not in Europe. It's Porsche.
I was an employee of Porsche at one point.
Porsche.
So, anyways,
Audi.
You made
I got an Audi.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds
Joey
like
also
to me.
says Denali instead of Denali.
It's Denali.
Denali.
You need to here's the thing. America, we fought for our independence to say shit the way we want. Germany tried. They tried to take it back, and we won. You don't need to call it Porsche. Denali, we're going to call it what we want to call it.
Okay,
because we earned that right.
I'm calling it Porch then.
Porch?
Yep.
I got a porch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the comparison. You made a comparison R8 versus GT3, no? I think you did.
I think I was Turbo S. Because that's a more comparable.
Not what I remember.
We can make that comparison still.
Either way, well, even a Turbo. No, the Turbo S is too close.
Let's pick specific years for a good comparison, and we'll have the debate.
Okay, so what? Well, you start with whichever R8 because you've done more research on R8s than I.
Okay.
And pricing.
A 1718 Audi R8 V10 Plus is $140,000 to $160,000 car.
Oh, I know what I would. Go ahead.
Which
140.
is that's the early second gen R8 V10 auto only.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive, 610 horsepower, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. 140 to 160 gets you a good one. Like lower miles, sub 20 probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so the equivalent to that would be 140 to 160 gets you a 991 turbo.
Yes, but I would even do one better. I would go, and I'm just going to verify my information here. And I would go 996 GT3 over that. All right.
Yeah, okay, first off, that's close to half the cost, right? Those are 80 or 90.
No, here's a 14,000 mile one that sold for 134, 8,000 mile one 131.
Okay, so they are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Go for it.
So, yes, you can get a manual transmission in a 996 GT3.
Oh, I wish it was automatic. I don't even want the manual.
Okay. Well, to a lot of people, that's worth money. The R8 doesn't give you that. The R8.
Side note, I went to look to see if I could get into a 997 GT3 RS.
That's like 250, right?
A 1,600 mile one just sold for 512.
Oh my God.
A 33,000 mile 11 sold for 169. They're like mid to high hundreds. So yeah, that's not happening.
You know what? That is a huge waste of money.
But here's the deal. Like we call it,
the R8's a better bang for your buck. A cooler car is faster. Depending on what you think drives better.
Yeah.
Here's everything that you can do in an R8 that you can't do in a 911 GT3, a 996 or a 997.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't drive in the snow.
No.
Okay? You can't cruise. Like you can't take a GT3 on a comfortable 500 mile
It
road
probably
trip.
is a little bit too race car.
Yeah, that's going to be miserable.
Yeah.
Okay? You get rear engine in both. One of them, you get 4 more cylinders, the R8.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you get Apple CarPlay and maps and heated seats in a GT3? No. Maybe on a 997, but definitely not a 996. Do you get, individual zone climate control? Like, do you get a nice car? No. You get a track-focused Porsche. And you know what a track-focused Porsche, like a GT3 RS, 996, 997, is slower than?
What?
A slightly modified C6Z for a third of the price. You do a heads cam package on one of these and a set of coilovers and a full exhaust, you're going to look at a 996 or 997 GT3 so far in your rearview mirror, you're going to need binoculars.
We're taking the exit. I'm hitting exit 32A, okay? Because I'm leaving this mission because I'm getting my ass handed to me. I picked the wrong car, brother.
Okay.
I've just found out that I could get into a 991 turbo for the same money.
Now we're a little bit more comparable.
And yes, at that point I would still go Porsche just because I like the look of it.
Yeah.
But I think those are comparable cars.
Okay. Do you want to have that? Which one's better?
Sure, go for it. Because I already have points of why the 991 Turbo would be better than the R8.
Okay.
For one, it's going to hold its value way better.
Yeah. And you want to know why? Because Porsche people are a cult. They're a cult following. And just like 2008
The
housing,
Church of Porsche.
No, it's a crisis. This is going. The people who own these Porsches in the last 5 years are going to lose their money. There is no way that market is
It's sustainable. No, it is.
It's not going to be.
Yeah, it's
It's
rock
not gonna be.
solid like a quarry, brother.
No, it won't be. I don't think that these Porsche values will continue to go up and up and up. They are, at some point it has to stop, and people have to realize they spent $250,000 on a piece of shit from the 90s. Is it fun to drive? Sure. But you can have like 95% of that driving experience with a Miata. Like,
Whoa.
like a 90s Miata
Whoa.
and
What?
a 90s Porsche, they're both
No,
raw.
no,
They
no.
don't have any of the controls.
Oh, my.
You do a Miata with a little bit of
So,
tuning.
guys, this is going to be
and
my last podcast here.
yeah, no, it's a
Okay?
huge waste. We'll go back to the 991 versus the R8. Much more comparable, probably equally as fast.
Both all-wheel drive, so you can go in the snow.
They both probably make the same power.
Debatably, the 991 Turbo would be cheaper and easier to make more power.
Yeah, because you already have turbos.
That's right, brother.
Yeah, you've already got turbos.
Yeah.
Which is that's a big step
You
in
better
the right
get that
direction.
stethoscope out to check me out.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? Again, you go to Cars and Coffee or a car show or a track, no one cares.
Only the Porsche people care because they know the
And
difference.
I
between
don't
the
want
911s.
attention from the Porsche people that want to talk about whether the badge was a sticker or an actual badge.
Some
Here's
people
the
are
deal.
jealous.
I don't care. When was the last time that you just dropped the clutch in that Porsche and shredded some tires? And every single one of them will say, "Oh, why would you do that? This is a collector's item."
People do rear-wheel drive convert the all-wheel drive models, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, people do that with the Huracans and Gallardos.
I wouldn't want to though. The whole point of buying that car is to be all-wheel drive.
Yeah, I don't fully understand. I mean, they make
Yeah.
Lamborghini and Audi took the all-wheel drive out for some models and just made
Yeah.
rear-wheel drive. I don't really understand it. I think
One fun comparison between these two cars is yesterday, I think, we pretty much boiled down that they're both Volkswagen Beetles.
yeah, effectively they both are.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that Volkswagen owns Audi.
Yeah.
But somehow Porsche and Volkswagen are like in bed together too.
It sounds like it. We're not 100%. We haven't talked to them. But
So the moral of the story is if you buy an Audi or Porsche, you are a
911 or R8.
Yeah,
because-
you're pretty much buying the same thing.
Yeah. Rear engine. Both kind of shaped like an egg a little bit.
Rear engine, egg shaped,
Yeah.
German,
Basically the same car.
owned by the same people.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know though. I still think, as far as an investment goes, I just think the Porsche's gonna do it. But the R8, the noise, the vibe,
So much better.
the front end, how it's like so wide and like
Yeah.
tall. It's almost Super Duty. Like I know that's a
Yeah.
crazy comparison to make.
It's
But
cool.
you know what I'm talking about? How it's just so tall in the front.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
this block.
This car is very much like pointed, like the Vets and stuff. Where
Well, the Huracan is very.
that
sloped
is
at
very
the front.
pointed as well. Yeah. I like that block.
I think they look good.
Aggressive.
I think they look good. I just can't get on the Porsche train. I really can't. I can
is-
get on the Porsche train on a 996 turbo and a 997 turbo.
Yeah.
I think that those are cool, decent bang for your bucks.
Yeah.
But especially with the 997 turbo,
Yeah.
you could literally get so many other cars in the $100,000 to $140,000 range that are so much cooler.
I did piss Joey off about how expensive a 993 Carrera 4S
That's
is.
just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
He got so mad.
That is, I mean, tell me how much. Explain to me the year and what the model is, and that'll get me fired up again about
So,
the sheer level of stupidity.
993 is mid 90s, and they're a good looking car. I mean, they're like
Yeah, they look good.
it's
I agree. They look good for $40,000.
they're the last of the air cooled Porsches, or water cooled. I'm sorry, water cooled Porsches. So a lot of people they have that persona
Would you
about
say
them.
it's the last of the water cooled?
Yes. Or no, air cooled. Sorry. Well, why
Yeah.
am I getting them mixed
Big
up?
Porsche guy.
Okay, chill out, everybody. Anyways, here's a 42,000 mile 1996 Carrera 4S 6-speed sold
Yeah.
for 187.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
That's about $120,000 more than it's worth on the top end.
Gosh.
I just do not understand that whatsoever.
Well, what could you buy for 187? And I'll tell you if I will pick it over that or not.
Okay. Like any Superman GTR R35.
Yeah, I'm going the 993 Carrera
Which
4S.
is literally so
And I'll
dumb.
tell you
it's
why.
not even a usable car.
It doesn't have to be
It's
useful.
gonna break.
It's
It's
about
old.
looking at it and just like it's hard to find
Dude,
a clean
they
one.
all
and-
look the same from 1975 to 2008.
No, but it's just the vibe about it and being around it. It's sick.
It's really, I mean, 1, 2, 3. How many are in here? 3. There's 3, and I still have been here for close to a year. I still can't tell you which one is which in here. There's a 964 right
Yes.
there, the white one.
Yep.
That looks identical to the 993.
Oh my gosh.
Right
You're
over
gonna
there.
get eaten
Those
up in
two,
the comments.
those two look the same.
Oh gosh.
Okay, until you look at the steering wheel, and then I can tell that one has a.
They have completely
90s
different front
steering
ends.
wheel. You're telling me that car right there, which is a 80s Porsche?
That's a 993.
No, that's not a 993. That's older. That's like an 80s
yeah, that's like the G body. Sorry.
G body. Are we talking about like LS stuff now, or pre-LS G bodies and F body?
Chill out.
Camaros?
You don't know about that stuff anyways. You're not a true GM guy.
7 liters would say otherwise.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, look, they all look the same. I don't understand. They're small. They have no amenities. Yeah, they're probably fun to drive, but they're fun to drive in the same way that a Miata is fun to drive. It's light. It's flingable. It's raw. Everything that people talk about Miatas is what people talk about Porsches. It's just Porsche costs 5 or 10 times more because it says Porsche on it.
My
Like,
feeling,
what value?
Okay,
is
my feelings are starting to get fucking hurt, and I'm ready to move on. Okay.
because you know I'm right.
No, it's just
It's all about the vibe.
yeah. Some people just don't get it. Okay.
Yeah, some people have some level of financial responsibility
That's why you go Porsche. It's a great investment.
until it's not. And I don't think it will be forever because eventually it's not it is a not sustainable to buy a 1990 pretty much standard run of the mill Porsche for
At this point, I'm hoping the Z06 market falls out from underneath itself for you.
It couldn't. It's a 7-liter V8 with a 6-speed in the back that makes 600 at the tires here for literally less than a third of a piece of junk from the 80s, dude.
Chill out.
It's crazy.
This is typical vet guy. This
I
is
mean,
typical
this is
vet
the
guy
logical choice above a Miata
I'm
if you
moving
want
on.
raw speed and power. Okay?
stuff. Good comparison. This car and a Miata. I will say that. Yeah.
If you want to take the raw
Yeah.
driving experience and then have
Sick
some
Miata.
more. You know,
Sick
people
Miata.
do put LS swap Miatas.
Oh yeah, we saw one
Whoa.
at this is years ago.
I saw it in town.
Yeah, but at the end
Red.
of the day, I'm still not into it.
No, me either. I'm
yeah.
not into Miatas.
What are we doing? Actually, yeah, I'm just not into a Miata at
No,
all.
me either.
I don't even know if I would drive one in like. Well, no, they would be fun in a field with a couple buddies, but I don't want people
a
really
couple-
knowing about it.
A couple beverages.
Oh,
Yeah.
couple mountain sodas, bro.
Yeah, I could get down for that. Yeah, there's about a 0% chance that my personal income would ever fund the purchase of a Miata. It's about 0%. Because
Let's-
people use them for like the spec racing and whatnot, which I think is neat,
Yeah, it's a
but that's
easy,
not what I would do.
affordable way to get into wheel-to-wheel racing, which would be fun. I will say that.
And you can ding them up, and who cares?
I just came up with a little hot take before we end this podcast. Not hot take, but what is a car that we frequently see at events that is an enthusiast car, but it's really not that cool? But people
5-liter Mustangs.
Oh, we're going there. We
Oh,
were talking about
100%.
this.
100%.
Yep, I will agree that there's almost nothing cool. Oh gosh, that's sounding brutal right there.
I don't think that there's anything cool about a 5-liter Mustang, period. However, when you break the threshold and are on the fringe of needing a chute, they become cool fast.
Yeah. Like that green one, the Snot Rocket or whatever. But that's a full-on race car.
That's even like...
That's a $250,000 race car. My
It's
bad.
probably more than that. You've made a jump beyond what I said was cool.
If you like a cool 5-liter Mustang to me would be obviously it has a 5-liter, 10-speed automatic, a fucking massive Whipple, bead
Or
locks,
Procharger. Or Turbo.
something, bead locks
Yeah.
on the ground.
A drag... It needs to...
Yeah.
If you are a 999 5-liter or below, you went from not cool to cool instantly.
And we both agreed on this, which I feel like we do agree on a lot of things, but this one we
Besides
definitely
Porsches.
did. Yeah, fair enough. The 5-liter is the worst sounding Mustang
Yes.
to ever come to market.
Yes.
And the best,
Yeah. Is an
Tell.
0304 Cobra.
there's nothing better.
Let's discuss what some of the best sounding vehicles ever made are in just general terms.
Gosh, it's going to sound so biased because we both own these products. This is the best sounding Corvette to ever come to market.
100%.
Even the ZR1, the new
Yes.
ZR1, Z06s, there's
Yes.
already cars that sound like that.
Preface,
No
we're
car.
talking modified.
Yeah.
We're talking stock bottom end cars.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about you've changed the rotating assembly. You can have head work done because Cobras that are cammed. Oh my God. Okay. So yes, I agree. Heads cam Z06 is up there extremely high with a cammed Cobra. I don't
Yes.
frankly know which one I think sounds better. I think that if I had a choice and I could smack the rev limiter on either one, I would take one on Monday and the next on Tuesday.
Yeah, I
and
couldn't
repeat.
pick.
I couldn't pick. I think a C6ZR1 that is also cammed
Yeah.
also is super high up on
It
the
just
list.
don't hit like a 7-liter though.
Yeah, the compression's not there.
Yeah, it can't do it.
So those three
All
are
right,
great.
Next one for me would probably be, I feel like,
I'm gonna have such an interesting take here that's gonna piss you off.
really?
Any Turbo S with an exhaust sounds so good.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, after you shit talked it the whole time.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with a new GT3 RS smacking rev limiter. All those videos of those guys.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Yes.
that doesn't even sound. You're getting out of what automobiles should sound like and
Yeah.
reached into like
A threshold of
women having orgasms.
Whoa.
You've breached it. You've breached the threshold of how good it sounds.
Yeah. I would say you can't not include a Mark IV Supra.
Oh my God.
Like
Yeah.
just remember when we
Oh,
went to that
dude.
drift event and I'm assuming it was a 2J car and I've just heard 2J cars make it. But it's
Dude.
like that thud at Rev.
Boom. I don't know what that
God.
noise is. I don't know what it comes from, but
makes
it
me-
is incredible.
So
In
sick.
fact, I think that the 2J like setup like that
Yeah.
does eclipse a Cobra and a C6Z. I think it just
It's got to be
barely,
a rowdy unit, but yeah.
it barely edges those.
Oh, you
Just
know I
barely.
like the edging.
First gen Gallardos,
Yeah, sick.
the 5-liter V10.
Yeah.
5.2, which is then what goes into the R8s and the Huracans and all that other stuff.
Yep.
This is when Audi took over. They switched to the 5.2 somewhere around there. The 5-liter V10s are incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Which brings me to another V10 that people freak out about, the LFA. People freak out about it.
I don't think the noise is that crazy.
I
Is that a
think
hot
it's
take?
cool. I think it's cool. I'd love to hear one in person. I
Yeah.
love the videos. Is it awesome? Yes. Is it one of the best ever? I don't think so.
Have you seen that viral clip going around on Instagram and TikTok of that? I think it's like a 5-rotor car at PRI.
Okay, yeah,
Have you heard it?
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's some rotaries out there that belong in the category as well.
Yeah.
But
I just can't get into
remember,
a rotary. I'm a
stock bottom.
piston
We're
rod
talking
guy.
stock bottom end cars here.
Yeah.
And so you
Fair
can't
enough.
throw crazy big turbo rotors.
And I like
down.
rods
I bet you do.
and pistons, you know?
Yeah.
So call me
Yeah,
a rod
I don't
guy.
really even understand how a rotary works. You got a Dorito and it spins.
Yeah.
And somehow that is a internal combustion engine.
I don't get
Witchcraft.
it either. I don't.
Do we have anything else to add to the list besides what we've discussed? for the best sounding vehicles of all time.
Okay, for me, we're gonna make an exception for the list. This is not a street car at all, but there ain't nothing that sounds better than a fucking NASCAR, brother.
Yeah.
In person, just like,
It's cool.
oh. So yeah, that would complete my list.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
but again, stock bottom end, so it can't be on the list.
And I will at one point. I feel like I'm gonna own a NASCAR.
Yeah, I think that's a lodge. I would want a camping series truck.
I'll take a cup car.
Yeah, I want a camping series truck.
I could
think
see
that'd
you
be
in one.
sweet.
Yeah, little guy for a little truck.
I'm literally taller than you.
Okay.
And you know what would be cool is I could have probably 3 or 4 NASCARs, probably actually go through the process to register and put one on the street for what one of your dumbass friends would buy a Carrera 4S from 1984.
Okay.
I could have a drag car NASCAR, a road race NASCAR, a NASCAR, and a street legal NASCAR, bought and registered the whole 9 for less than one Carrera 4S from the 80s.
All right. I really feel like this
That
is just
puts in perspective how awful a financial decision that is.
I just feel like this pod, before we started it, I was like, man, I'm so fired up for this
Yeah.
one. And this has been a shit on Gannon pod. And
Because-
I'm moving subjects here, okay?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I hope somebody comments and backs you up on the Porsche
I hope
thing.
so too.
But here's the deal: you have 2 guys. There's 3 specific men who are automotive royalty. Okay,
Okay. I don't know.
Jeremy
this-
Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. And of those 3, 2 of them, Jeremy and James, agree that Porsche is stupid, and that they all look the same. No one can tell the difference, and they're not really worth it. Richard, who's like the short, kind of weird one, okay, he thinks that they're neat. So if that's a general, example for the automotive community,
Breathe in, breathe
about
out.
66% of people in it really just don't get into the Porsches. And I think that you are in the minority, and your 33% can continue to drive the values up and make Woodside classic car financing a metric shit ton of money financing these cars.
Are we done? Are we done?
I don't think we are. I could keep going. I really am passionate about this.
I got to do research on next pod. I'm coming
That's
for
fine.
it. I'm coming for
I
it.
will be clear, though. I do like a Turbo S,
All right.
especially 996, 997 Turbo S. I think they're
Debatably, I
sweet.
like a 996 better than a 997.
I think that they're sweet cars.
Yeah.
And I think that the 996, 997, like 4S cars, like, is that a 997?
That's a 997 4S, yeah.
Yeah. That car at
Good looking
60,
car.
70, 50, 60,000 for
Yeah,
that?
probably.
That's cool.
On the more on the ground on a good set of wheels, like you
So cool.
couldn't beat it. It's so smooth.
But when
and-
we jump into the 180 is
I
when
get it.
you that's when you lose me.
yeah,
But on the flip side, that slant nose that we saw in
Sick.
person,
yeah,
I know that's like a 200 something
Yeah,
plus
yeah, yeah.
$1,000 car.
yeah,
That got me going.
yeah.
That was cool.
And any
But a
99
993 turbo for 400 grand?
yeah, I get it. I get it.
I don't care how fast you kill bugs. That's what the poster says.
Yeah,
Kills
yeah,
bugs
yeah.
fast, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not worth 400.
Okay. Okay.
All right, is that
Well,
the end of this?
No, we're gonna do one more thing because I feel like we need, an hour is good. If it's too short, then it's like, dang, I didn't get enough of my favorite people.
I think
you know?
they've had enough of me talking about Porsche for the day.
Well, we're gonna end it off where, because it got me thinking during the shit talking to me of Porsche. You get a 1. Okay, I'm gonna change this. How do I make it work? It can't be a 1 do-it-all vehicle because then like you almost have to not go with a car. So you have your vehicle now. You have your truck. I have my Land Cruiser.
Okay.
But you gotta pick one vehicle to hold on to 5 years, and it's got to do road trips, car shows, all weather conditions, and your spending limit.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
300 grand.
Oh, 300 for one? For one. Just one.
I'm going. I was gonna keep it low, but I'm
Okay,
going high.
Okay. So this is the fun but do it all 10 at it everything. Okay.
Yeah.
First off, I know you're going to laugh. But a new Turbo S is really good for all of the
What
things
the
that you just
fuck?
said. It really is like the perfect car for what you just
I
described.
know you got me bent up. You can't shoot. Like
no, I
don't
would
choose
be-
the obvious.
Okay, well, that is a really good choice.
It is. It's
not
a
what I
solid
would pick.
choice. Yeah.
I'm probably going with a new Huracan.
Okay.
Like a high spec, okay, hot take. I think the STOs look like shit. I don't need all that
really?
shit on there. Yeah. The simple clean Huracan with the little carbon wings.
Yeah.
Like the Performante.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I don't care.
Yeah.
Dude, I think those things are sweet. They're so much cleaner. The
Yeah.
STO looks like a 5-year-old boy who had his first energy drink started drawing, and I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I think that the Huracan is I'm going to try to see if I can think of something while you think, but I really think that a Huracan for 300 is the right call. If you had said 200, I would have picked an R8.
Yeah. So mine would be, it's got to be a do-it-all car.
I'm going to go back to this, and I got a second follow-up because we're almost to an hour.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a GT3 Touring.
Are they all-wheel drive?
No.
But
I
snow
don't-
tires.
But yeah, I just feel like I can manage,
Yeah.
because it's going to do everything else
I do
fucking
like
amazing.
I do like a GT3 Touring is a really cool car.
I
And they
love
are
the back end, how it's not like
so good looking.
no big wing, but it's still center locks.
So good
The
looking.
interior is so sick.
And you get a lot of the cool things from the GT3 without the downsides.
Yeah. And it's more like incognito. Like, it definitely looks like a high dollar Porsche, but you're not rolling through Old Town in a
Yeah.
literal race
See,
car.
if I am going to spend 300,
Yeah.
I don't want incognito.
Well, it's definitely not incognito. It's got like 21-inch wheels and center locks and
but
big
it's-
ass ceramic brakes.
Yeah, I think the Turbo S is less incognito as Porsches go. That's the most wild, besides a GT3 RS with the big wing,
Yeah.
which I don't think I would do for the whole scenario that we're talking
Yeah.
about. All right, same question. One car, 5 years, 100,000, and you
100
have
grand.
to you can be plus or minus 10, so something within reason. I think.
Plot twist.
Okay,
You can keep what you don't spend.
for mods, or
What, yeah. What are you
it
going to...
has to go into the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you need to think for a minute, I already have my car picked out. And I'm ready to go.
996 Turbo.
No.
That's not what you're gonna pick.
I would go the car that you just described, 997 Carrera 4S. Because I can get a mint one for probably in the 60 to 70 range.
Yeah, probably a really nice one.
And then I can do a baller set of like BBS wheels.
And it's all-wheel drive, so you could take it skiing.
Yeah, that would... At 100 grand, you could make a incredible Carrera 4S 997.
Yeah,
Incredible. Because it has all your modern stuff. You could probably retrofit Apple CarPlay into it.
What comes after that? A 991?
991.
Can you get a 991 for
I
that?
didn't look, but I also really do like the look of the 997. So
Yeah, I do too. I think that's, quite frankly,
100 grand's tough though.
I think a 997 is 997 Turbo, I think, is one of the best-looking Porsches ever made.
Yeah,
Something about that car really does it for me.
for you could go GTR for under 100.
Yeah, you could, but I don't think that's as good of a all-around take it on trips like an R8 is, which is where I'm
You
probably
can go
going.
R8 for under 100.
Yeah, you could get a
First gen.
first-gen auto V10.
Yeah. Oh, by
Right
the way,
at
the
100.
C4S I would pick would be auto. If you're keeping something for 5 years and you gotta drive it, I'm old enough and mature
If you
enough
got to drive it a lot.
I'm fine without a manual.
Yeah, because you were talking like you would be taking it on road trips through cities.
Yep.
Like go up to Boston for the weekend or take it down to Texas for a week vacation, whatever it may be. So for that reason, having an auto is nice, and having an auto in the snow with paddles,
Sick.
yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Not saying a manual isn't fun in the snow.
No.
It's just as fun, but it's, I don't know, there's like a vibe to doing this
Yeah.
in the snow. So, I'm obviously big on the R8s right now. Maybe on the next podcast, I'll decide that I'm into Porsches and I'll take back everything I said.
That would be insane.
But just to be clear, the Porsches that we have talked about in the last 10 minutes of the podcast have been 100 somewhere between maybe $70 and $150,000, and they are modern and they have modern features like big brakes and CarPlay and heated steering wheels and heated seats and they look nice and they're comfortable, and you could cannonball one for 12 hours,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
versus a $180,000 1980s car does not do it for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to do, and then we'll end this. But like what I told you about, get cars where you could take them on a camping trip. Like that sounds sick.
To have like not supercars, but higher end sports cars.
Yeah,
take them camping is kind of a weird flex.
Yes, this would be
drive it into the dirt a little bit. Park
Dude,
in the
imagine
campground.
an R8 with a rooftop tent on the top of that thing.
That would be cool. I probably would just put the rooftop thing and then take the tent out and put it on the ground, though.
Yeah.
With an air mattress.
Yeah.
And like maybe a little Honda generator and a heater, because like I'm not a camping type guy.
Yeah.
This is already too cold.
Yeah. And speaking of this being too cold, I think we gotta move on, people.
I think that's it.
Yeah. That's
all right, everybody.
wrote.
Thanks for listening to the 5th installment of
What's the Miles podcast.